Hey there, we're back. It's another episode of Sounds Like Adventure. Thanks for joining us. We've got a huge episode today and we're going to waste no time. Let's dive straight into the recap. So last week, the crew met Fred Johnson, the leader of the Outer Planets Alliance. And it was a bit of a strange encounter for the crew because they didn't really know how to deal with his military bravado. But as it turns out, he wants the crew to continue their investigation because he thinks that station security might be mixed up in it somehow. He's asked the crew to provide him with some type of proof of something so he can act. And to do that, he's given them a recording device. So that's everything you need to know for today's episode. So let's dive in. The crew's about to decide their next move. So you guys make your way out of the Tycho manufacturing and engineering concern. Now with the unofficial backing of Fred Johnson, you guys are ready to make your next move. So you have this suggestion from Savine to go and talk to Julie at the dock office, see if you can get access to the flight logs of the Ebenezer Hazard and find out what's been going on there. So yeah, you guys got some time here to decide what your next move is going to be. So what are you going to do?
I think we'd already decided that we're going to go check out the dock office, wasn't it?
We have to go speak to Julie.
That's right.
Yeah.
Julie.
Heading off to meet up with Julie?
Yep. Let's do it.
Great. So yeah, you leave the Tycho Manufacturing and Engineering Concern offices and make your way towards the dock office. So you head through the main docks, you have to weave through crowds of workers, random passengers, and after a few minutes you reach a sort of quieter, semi-secluded area, and there's a sign that says dock office hanging above a worn metal door.
No hesitation, Mo walks up and knocks on the door.
It's sort of like, I think it knocks and it kind of like rattles a little bit, like an open door would rattle, as in like you could just walk in.
Yeah, Mo would do the polite knock first and then just, open the door.
So you head in?
And, yep.
Great. So the interior of the dock office is just this chaotic jumble of all different stuff. There's like stacks of boxes piled haphazardly against the walls, various data pads scattered in disorganized piles across desks and shelves. Can't see anyone right away. What are you guys doing in here?
Is there anything that sticks out to us straight away?
Just like it's like kind of like a chaotic office space if you just sort of walk into the door.
Okay.
It's like post office vibes is probably
post office
kind
vibes.
of thing,
Okay.
where like there might be one person who works here.
All right. Okay. Isaiah she's going to turn back to the group and she's going to look up at Flint and she's going to say, Mr. Officer over here, what's the plan? Now that we're here, it doesn't look like there's anyone around.
Simple solution, Atea. Hello, is anyone here?
So I think you hear some like papers get knocked over, and you hear a voice in the distance start speaking. You hear, Jesus, Mary and Joseph, what are you startling old women for? And you guys look over and there's this elderly woman with like grey and purple hair and she's sat behind a counter and she like very shakily stands up from her chair and she's just like muttering the whole time. She's like, it's been 35 years, Julie, but every day you have to deal with these agents. I pray for an aneurysm. Anything to get me off this goddamn station.
Atea picks up her gun. No, I'm kidding.
And she calls over to you guys and she's like, all right, what do you fools want?
We just had a few questions for, I believe it was a Julie.
Yeah, there's Julie. Julie's me. What do you want over there, Columbo?
Well, we're here to just we had a few questions. Some friends of ours went missing around some docks, and we just wondered if we could have a few questions just to see if you have any cameras that we could see or.
Miss Julie. Sorry.
Pretty as a picture. There she is. All right. You're as smart as you are beautiful. They usually aren't.
I am. I'm Savine sent us, actually.
Oh, Savine. He's a good lad. He's a good lad, isn't
Yeah.
he? You know, he's got an attitude like a bushel of flowers and a face like a freshly smacked arse. But he's a good boy, isn't he? So, well, what do you need? What do you need from me? If Savine sent you, I'd be happy to help you.
Well, Savine told us that we should come and have a chat with you, about some goings on in the docks, in the boats coming in and out.
Some goings on. What you try? What? Savine sent you for this?
Yeah. Actually, well, I'm just here to support my my
Jesus,
my
Mary
friend
and
who-
Joseph. Does
who
anyone
works.
know what they're actually here for?
Mo, you seem to know what's going on.
Oh,
so-
Columbo. Okay.
Who's Columbo?
People gone missing around the docks, and there's some ships there. We wanted to see where they were headed.
All right. You know the name of
got-
the ship that you're looking for? And you probably refer to the name of the ship, which is the Ebenezer Hazard.
Ebenezer Hazard, believe it's a Pope Sanchez ship.
All right. Old Julia, have a look, and, maybe there'll be a surprise and I'll have a heart attack. Wouldn't that? That'd just be great, wouldn't it? All right. And she taps away on a data pad for a while. And she
At that
says,
comment, I think Thea looks up at like everyone. How does everyone react to that comment?
she's old, this one, by the way. if that's
She
not clear.
craves death, apparently.
I think Trevor laughs at the comment.
I think
Yeah, I think Mo's like, don't we all? Don't we all?
Flint looks over at Shrike and he's like, "Do you think we should actually end her life?"
Oh,
Okay, because thanks. I don't know if you're
ask me
serious.
that.
So no, I didn't. Well, not you specifically. I just maybe it's doing her a good favor. Like she's job is done. No, yes, the ship.
Shark just has this like permanent look of shock on her face the entire time. She's like staring at him. She hasn't processed anything else
I don't
after
know where
that.
the line is. We started killing people, and I don't know if that stops anytime soon. But that's okay. We're here for ship.
All right, so she taps away on a data pad for a while, and then she says, "All right, a lot of flight plans here. Truth is, it's here a lot. Makes a mail run to Vesta every couple of days." And she pulls up a few of the logs and she says, "Yep, same flight plan, same flight time as well." And can I get a intelligence test from you guys? If you have the technology focus, you can use that as well.
I got a 10.
Okay.
I got an 11 with 1 stun point.
I rolled a 14 with no stun points.
Can I use security?
I've got a 10.
Got a 10. No security on this one.
Rude. That's an 11.
An 11. All right, so who rolls the highest here? Okay, so Atea, you roll a 14. So
Yes.
it pops into your mind that you should check the date that the scientists went missing. See if the ship flew out of the station at that time. And you know the date for Dr. Matteo was around 6 weeks ago, and Dr. Bragenholm went missing around 3 months ago.
Okay. All right. Well, I will lean in and I'll say to Julie, Miss Julie, could you tell me the date?
The date? Today?
I mean the date. Can I just jump in and just check really quickly?
You tell me the date you want, and I'll get there. How about that?
Okay.
So yeah, she pulls up the log, and she says, "Huh, that's funny. This trip here looks like it took a bit longer than the others. No change in flight plan, but it took 14 hours longer. They stop in at Vesta, back at Tycho. Just takes longer. Did you have another? You want me to look at another time as well?
Yeah. So 6 weeks ago, around that time.
Yeah, we just do 6 weeks ago, 3 months ago. That one.
Yeah. Sorry, yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Scatterbrain. Listen, it's hard. It's difficult when there's 4 other people just yap and always talking, never stopping. You know how it is when people just keep talking and they don't stop talking, and it's like, oh my gosh, shush. They just keep going, and you just can't hear yourself think.
There, I think it's one of those times right now. If I'm going to be honest with you.
Pot, meet kettle.
So yeah, she taps away for a while and she says, yep, same thing.
So 14 longer. Interesting. Do you know when that ship is docking back in, or expected to, or is currently?
Stocked right now.
Oh, good.
I actually know the pilot on this ship now that I think about it. Old Julie's been around here for a while. I know this kid. She's usually drinking at this bar called Nebulous.
Oh, Mo, do you know that place?
Yeah, I'm not. I don't.
Are you allowed in?
Yeah, that's what I'm. Maybe. There's one way to find out.
So
Anyway, young lass, name Mia. She's a good lass, It
Mia.
must have got mixed up in something to be true here. So Egypt probably needs a little bit of help. So maybe go help her out a little bit.
No,
Let her know Julie
absolutely.
sent you as well. Let her know Julie sent you.
That would be. You know what? I will pass on any specific message that you want me to say for her, from you for her.
Yeah, let her know Julie sent you.
Okay.
That's the
Anything else? Nothing
message.
else? No. Okay. All right.
think I was-
Anyone else want to ask?
Right about the pretty as a picture comment earlier.
Do you have exactly where the ship is docked at the moment?
Oh, fancy pants. You can talk. I thought you just got a stick up your ass, but that's fine. Look. All right. What was your question?
The ship. Do you know where it's currently docked, like its exact location?
Oh, yeah, of course I do. And she notes it down, discloses it to you, sends it over to your hand terminal.
I think I'm in love with Julie.
Take it easy, Columbo. Okay?
Roll to seduce.
I'm an elderly woman, Columbo. Take it easy, all right? Can I get a test here? Let's get an intelligence and navigation focus if anyone has it, but just a flat intelligence if you don't.
Okay.
8.
13 with 5 stunt points.
11 for me.
11 as well, with 5 stunt points.
18 with 3 stunt points.
Nicely done. So I think, Mo, you're wondering about this 14-hour detour. And you think, I wonder if there's anything within reach of the route between these two locations that would take 14 hours to get back. So you're probably not the most, hop into the data pad and start calculating approach vectors and things like that kind of person. So you might just voice that thought.
Julie, what's within reach for a 14-hour detour? I mean, I'm sure that space travel takes a while. It's not quick. So,
Well, aren't you as bright as a black hole? Space travel takes a while. Good observation there, my friend. She buttons around on the hand terminal for a while and she runs some calculations. Looks like there's only one place about 14 hours away. Asteroid called 532 Herculina. Abandoned mining post there by the looks of things. Looks like exactly 14 hours to get there and back.
who owns it? Or who owned it?
Oh, it's abandoned. Sorry, it doesn't say anymore.
Any other? I mean, if you've got ship logs, anyone ever go there, or what's the last trip there?
Oh, look, it's there need to be some kind of station office, some dock office type of thing to track the transponder once it gets there. All these types of things. If it's an abandoned station, I don't think there'd be anyone reporting in. It's a bit weird that they're gone there, hey?
Yeah, assuming they have.
Do you know what the cargo of that ship is, Julie? The Ebenezer?
Great question.
Mail run, it does. So mail primarily is what they're hauling back and forth from here to Vesta.
How big's the crew on the ship?
I thought it was just Mia, but there's been another big fella hanging around them.
big as in Trevor big or?
Bigger than me?
Well, let me get a look at you. Just stand up
Trevor
there.
flex.
Oh, yeah. No, not as big as him. That's a big boy. A big lad.
He's an earther too. He's not even a belter.
Okay. Racism?
I'm just
I don't know
saying,
why you're bringing.
very-
I don't know why you felt the
What?
need to bring that up.
No, I'm just saying he's
I'm
so
a belter
tall.
as
Isn't
well.
that
What's the
crazy?
problem here?
No,
you
I'm
got a
not
problem?
being negative. No.
When Julie
Taylor doesn't need a shovel. She'll dig her own hole. It's fine.
She wasn't being racist. No.
Julie, when is the ship set to disembark?
Oh, let me take a look at the flight plan here. They're down for looks like a day and then out tomorrow.
Mo looks at everyone. That gives us time to get to the nebula and still see the ship.
If only the moon was
Alright.
as smooth as your brain. That'd be a good one.
Thank you, Julie. Thank you for your time.
Julie's the best.
We love you, Julie.
Well, this was exciting. What you gonna go do now?
We're gonna go to see about a girl.
Hey,
I'm gonna
Alright.
go see a man about some
I don't
alcohol.
understand that reference.
neither.
It's okay, neither do I.
It's been a pleasure chatting with you, Julie.
Hey, all right. Sing out if you need anything.
Thank you.
Definitely will.
Will do, Jules.
Best of luck with the aneurysm.
Any day now. Any day.
As we're like leaving the office, Mo's like talking as we're walking, and he's like, "I think that is one of the most amazing women I've ever met in my life." Mo's like, just yeah, the quality
I
of.
think she's just
Second
sitting,
that.
just like in the background, just Egypts every day, Egypts after Egypts. All right, so you guys finish up talking to Julie. So you got a couple of things to look at here. So you can head off to Nebula's, try and have a chat with our friend Mia, or you could go check out the ship, which they said was docked somewhere.
I think Mo wouldn't want to go look at the ship yet. If he's got a time to go to a bar and it's part of our mission, then I mean, hey, no, I
Okay.
ain't going anywhere else.
I as the leader,
Hey.
I think the game plan.
Hey.
Oh, sorry. What's your station again?
Junior XO?
Junior Xer.
Executive.
Yeah, Junior Exco. Okay. Well, okay. Well, as the communications officer, I would like to communicate a plan that I believe Flint would have. And that is to do some reconnaissance, go and visit that bar. And then, just as I would imagine Flint would say, after we have gained enough information, we should head over and investigate that ship, right? That's what you would communicate, right, Flint?
It's actually the opposite of the plan I had. I thought we could go to the ship, gain information on what any dodgy things on board, and then we go to the bar and possibly run into the captain, confront her about any lies that she claims about things that are on board the ship. What if they've got like a little science lab thing and another person strapped in there? Or...
Yeah, that's actually quite a good point, Bancroft.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm as surprised as you are, bud.
That's our Junior XO. Always coming up with the good plans.
Yeah.
That's why he is the leader.
Yeah. Shrek, you say something nice now.
I think I'll pass, but
Sorry. I
no, you're getting there. You're getting there. Maybe
too optimistic.
Yeah.
So we go to the shipyard?
Okay, I guess we're going to the shipyard.
All right.
If everyone wants to, listen to Daddy,
good
I
idea.
mean, I thought you would be the one most excited to go to a bar, Mo. So
I am, but he makes a good point. And
That is such
credit
a
where
weird-
credit's due.
Weird sentence
All right.
to hear.
fine,
Ships.
fine.
We're off to the
Doesn't
dock.
matter what I say. You say the
Yeah,
opposite.
we're off to
of
the
it.
dock. Off to the dock.
Check
Let's
the
go.
hazard. Let's
Off to the
go.
dock. Off to the dock.
We've
Some walking music for yous.
Dude, I'm power walking.
So Julie gave you the location of the Ebenezer Hazard. So you head to the dock where the ship is located. Small cargo hauler. It is, and it has in very prominent, very clear writing written on the side, Pope Sanchez in red letters. The cargo bay is open and there's several laborers loading and unloading cargo onto the ship. And standing and overseeing them is a large man wearing a vac suit with the helmet removed. He has thinning black hair and he seems to be overseeing the loading of the ship rather, because he's barking out commands. What are you all doing?
Mo wants to look at. They're like loading into a cargo hold, I imagine.
It's like the back of the ship is open, and so it's like a small cargo hauler. So it's like several magnitudes smaller than a what you would be used to with the bounty.
Yeah, the ice hauler. Mo wants to just sort of scout out a little bit and see if there's any other ways on the ship.
Sure.
To sneak on, basically.
Yeah, why don't you give me a roll
like this
of some
idea.
kind here? What do you think you're up to? Do you have any focuses
Can I
that you'll be
assist
using?
somehow?
Perception.
Yeah, so you're just like having a look
possibly
around.
intuition.
So yeah, let's go perception. So Ateo, what are you going to do to help then?
Well, you're like investigating, right? Can I go up to the big guy and listen? I'll be real with you. I want to try and seduce him to distract him. I want to use that stat. I'm not gonna lie.
You have a crack at that, that's for sure.
Okay.
So I guess they're just two different checks. So let's just, Jacob, let's get Mo's test here to see what you're able to see.
Oh, come on. It's a 9.
Yeah, with a 9, you don't notice any secret entrances or like doorways that are not guarded or anything like that. And it's a small ship, like it'd be hard to sneak past someone. Like once you're in there, there's a couple of rooms, there's some different spaces to be in. So once you're inside, there is some room. But in terms of entrances, it's like the cargo hold and then like maybe one other airlock that you would have to very conspicuously open. So nothing specific in that sense. All right,
I think as he's looking around, he watches Ateo walk up towards the
Oh, hold
guy.
on.
Sorry, before we do that, I feel like everyone needs a chance to actually say if they're going to do something here, because that's like dropping the nuke we were talking about earlier. It's hard for everyone to have a thing to do before that. So is anyone doing anything before Ateo decides this?
Atea is the nuke. God damn it.
Could I do like an intelligent engineering for any form of like maintenance hatches or anything that would be
For the layout on the ship?
two airlocks? Yeah.
Yeah, like you could. What I'll say here is you are like you're rolling to remember plans you've seen and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So I can tell you what you would remember about the ship. So a high roll here doesn't necessarily mean like, oh, aha, a secret compartment.
There is one.
So you'll just know the information essentially is what you're trying to do there.
Yep. An almighty 17 with 6 stunt points.
Oh dang, he gets a good roll on it. So yeah, I think you get the layout of the ship, and I think with that high roll, the thing I will give you here is that you know that there are like key card entrances into these ships. So if you're able to get your hands onto a key card, you'd be able to open the ship and get access, get inside there basically.
Segues perfectly into my plan. Any like toilets around where I could wait for a guard to come out and knock them unconscious and steal their clothes?
Got a hitman style.
Didn't Julie say earlier, that there are like 2 people that work? There's the big guy, and then there's the lady that we know is not here. That
Yes.
she's at the.
But
the
he's
bar.
overseeing, the big guy is overseeing a group of laborers who are loading and unloading things
Okay.
from the ship.
Oh, okay.
If there's a laborer I could steal the clothes of. That's what I was thinking.
Could you? So you're suggesting like waiting near some kind of porta
It's
potty
either is there a
situation?
corner where all the cool laborers are smoking at that I could
Oh
go.
yeah, the cool corner.
You're gonna like
Is
do
there
that
do
thing
we
that
have a
they do in
cool
spy
roll?
movies?
Can you roll for cool?
They're taking the union approved break.
Yeah.
Instead of me going up to seduce the big guy, if I can try and distract a worker, we knock him out. Like if we can work as like
You
a unit
seduce
here.
them, I strangle them.
Yes, yes. Exactly. So like I distract him, and then you can go up behind him and like, knock him out. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So two-parter, cool corner, seduction, unconscious.
Okay, good. This is a plan, but it feels like the nuke is just getting bigger. So let's just check in with Jazzy before we do decide if that's what you're going to do. So Jazzy,
This is like the group huddle. We're all having a discussion.
Are you doing anything more rational, perhaps?
This is the like.
I don't know.
This is the space
No, it's
wolf
fine
all
not
over
to do
again.
anything.
That's what this is. So this is.
Are they sharing the plans like in that huddle?
I feel like
Is this Shrike? She kind of stares at everyone and she goes, "I'll wait in another corner. If she goes down, I'm not helping you." And then she thumbs up and then she walks out.
Thumbs up, slowly walking backwards.
like Herma backing into the bush.
Love it. Okay, so now back to Flint and Atea. So first things first. So you want to see if you can sort of figure out an area where they are less supervised, I guess, is what you.
Yes,
If we can just corner one person,
Yeah. Okay. So, what focuses do you have? Do you have anything that you think you could use that would be apt here? Maybe both of you. Okay, let's put our thinking caps on, guys. Let's do a dual action.
Etiquette and piloting, which won't come in handy.
I have
Pilot
bargaining,
them over
leadership, and seduction. So
Feels like we need like some looking. We need a lookout here to make this plan.
And
whole. Does
business.
anyone want to take the role of lookout? Is anyone good at looking?
I think.
Is Mo going to get involved here? Is it going to be a three-person
I don't want to get
operation?
involved in this plan at all.
Come on,
You've never led
it's a
me astray
game.
before.
Should Mo and Trevor start like a little like altercation? like a disagreement between us?
Yeah, so you're saying you guys
double distraction.
create a distraction,
For the distraction.
and then what do you guys do next?
I think no. Okay. Mo says to Mo goes to Trevor. He's like, "All right, buddy, got an idea. While they're doing that, why don't we have an argument and we can get big guy's input on the argument, get him involved, get him. You've got stage presence. I've got something, and let's yeah.
So what you looked like you had a plan there for a second, Flint. So what are you thinking?
It's worse than what was just presented.
We need all the options. There's no bad ideas in
So
brainstorming.
it's still the same first step, and then Flint's backup plan is just to go spear tackle a big guy, cause a commotion, and then get everyone else to run on the ship while he's just getting his head pounded in by a 6 foot something guy.
That's the inverse of Atea's plan initially, which was to just distract him, seduce him, and let you guys go in
But
quietly.
I think we need a key card.
What are you going to do when you guys run on the ship is the question. You're in a space station.
We send the most.
The first plan has to work. That's the only option. Let's we want to find the weakest, most vulnerable laborer, corner him. Atea's going to seduce them. I'm going to pistol whip them in the back of the head, unconscious, take all of their clothes and their key card. I'll board the ship, find whatever information I can. Maybe if there's another vulnerable person on the ship, I'll pistol whip them, take their clothes, return it to Mo, and we'll slowly get everyone in laborers' clothes, get them onto the ship, and then scout it out. But I probably need to do a perception check to find the weak and vulnerable laborer to start all that.
We need someone who's about your size.
That's what I've been trying to figure out this whole
First
time.
step.
What is the role?
Rolling perception. Got an 11. Not great.
11. With an 11, I think you notice there's a guy who's like a little bit more not into it. It's kind of hanging back a little bit, like not moving quite as fast as the other folks. But I will say you also do notice that like the big guy in the vac suit is like yelling at people, like paying attention.
So guys, what's the plan? Who am I seducing?
No, I think it's the plan's derailed already.
Okay. Who do you want me to go to and speak to?
I think now the plan is Mo and Trevor cause a distraction for big guy to get distracted. We go
Yep.
pull away guy who looks disinterested.
Yes.
You seduce him. I don't
Yes.
think at that point you really even need to seduce him. We gotta just drag him away and
Yeah.
knock him unconscious.
All,
But
all we need is a key card, guys. That's all we need, and then
I
we
could
can come
probably
back tonight.
pickpocket. We could just try and pickpocket one instead of this
Yeah,
stupid
I
thing.
could probably do that because I could be talking to him and being like, "Hey," and then if I can't pickpocket him, you can come and like, "What?" Yeah, knock him
So
out.
I guess the real question is it me and Trevor that go and distract these guys, or is it Princess over here who can go and succubus these guys? What do
Excuse me.
We could even get Ateo to go seduce her little heart out, and maybe disinterested guy could just give him a couple of bucks. Doesn't seem to like his job that
That's
much.
kind of where I was
What
leaning
Yeah, that's
towards
probably
this.
much better than the whole
Yeah.
knocking out as many people as we can and not having an escape mechanism.
You know
Okay.
what? I think we should just listen to Flint because you guys have decided that he is in charge.
Ateo, get your seducing on with Big Man.
Very well. Okay.
Turn on those puppy eyes, Princess.
Okay, can I get one intuition check from Mo before we get into this whole thing?
So dumb.
The 10.
Okay, yeah. With a 10, I think with your intuition, you're probably like, I bet the big guy has the key card. Is probably what you think. Okay, so Atea, you're making the move, right? You're making the first move. You're just going to approach and go into full
If that's the group
seduction.
consensus, then absolutely. Okay. I feel like everyone's been in kind of like except for Shrike.
Yeah, we're like hiding around the corner, like
on their communicator.
now.
just absolutely flaming us on Twitter.
Oh yeah. No, she's on a call with Joey right now. It's like these idiots, man.
Now, Princess, if you're in trouble,
Mhm.
we need something as a warning signal so we can come in.
I will feign fainting.
Yes, that worked great with Mr. Johnson.
Okay, well, what do you suggest then?
I don't know. Do we need a passphrase or something like that? Maybe.
Yeah, because I'm going to be sitting there up nice and close and personal with this guy trying to pickpocket him, and if I turn around and go, "Oh," and start yelling, that's gonna be discreet and not obvious.
That's fair. That's fair.
Yeah.
I mean, let's go with the fainting. Why not?
Anyone else? Any plans? Trev?
I was gonna say a
Flint?
bird call, but that's not probably idea as well.
Just
that a
pop in the conversation. The man's like, "Yeah, I don't think you say you're."
All right. Well, Idea, kind of just mosey on over, like kind of a strut. Like when you see Atea, it's only like she is not the most composed around you guys. It's like she's kind of just given up. Like she slouches, and like when she's performing though, it's like, oh, her posture is up, and she's like, she's leading with her chest, and so yeah, she's kind of just walking over in quite a performative way to this large gentleman. Like, can you describe him visually to me?
You're facing his back, and he's like, waving around and pointing at stuff, and he's wearing like a vac suit, so it's sort of like the space outfit, but he doesn't have the helmet on, so it's just like the open part. It's kind of like, it's quite an intimidating look. And he's got thinning black hair, big like prominent nose, and like a scar on his face.
Okay. And like, which celebrity does he most resemble, if any?
Oh, I don't know. Old big nose Scarface man. Him. He's my favorite.
Okay.
Rourke?
Okay.
Yeah,
But
why not?
okay.
Yeah, Mickey,
All right,
Mickey Rourke.
okay.
There he is. Leatherface.
Sure. Oh, good. Okay. Yeah. So I will walk up to him. I'll say, "Oh, excuse me, sir."
Turns around slowly, looks at you.
Hi.
And I hate to do it to you, but that's where we're going to end it for this week.
Oh,
That's how you do a cliffhanger, everyone. Right when it makes everyone the most mad. Hooray!